Hey everybody, I want to try to go as fast as I can and get this uploaded for you before the market closes in about 34 minutes here. Today's November 4th. I want to look over two more earnings trades. The first one's going to be on AMD or Advanced Micro Devices, and the second will be on SMCI or Super Microcomputers. Off to the side here, I'm going to be glancing at my notes to speed up the process. For AMD, I have them rated as a 6 out of 10. I give them a 237.5 put and a 267.5 call. That will look like this. Again, they are a 6 out of 10. Like I've been doing this week, I also want to go over a little bit of a price analysis in case you are long or short and where I would be entering if I wanted to enter a new trade. Starting with the untradeable area, that's going to be where price is currently resting, and then I found a level on top and bottom where I would then start looking for longs or shorts. I sort of have double levels here, so you can look for safe or early entries. Now, safe doesn't mean it's going to guarantee a win. It's just a lot more conservative than the earlier entries. We're going to have the top level on the untradeable at 255.75 and the bottom at 242 flat. I actually want to go like this, expand this. There we go. I'm going to expand that so you guys can see the levels that I'm marking up here and down there. Now, like I said, with the double levels, I'm going to have a little zone up here to start the bullish entries, and I'm going to have one down here to start the bearish entries. Looking at the shorts, the top of this is obviously going to be 242, and the bottom is going to be 238.25. And then for the bearish target, I will draw a level, and then the zone will be about right here, and I rounded them out to 212.75. I wanted to capture this high, the start of this little rally, this low, and this low. Change up the coloring a little bit so you guys could have a better visual. Again, here's the untradeable. This was the level I was looking at. Here's the bearish target, and then I had this little double zone. Up here, this is going to be the early entries, and down here is going to be the more conservative or the safer entries. Jumping to the bullish zone and the bullish target, let's get this drawn right here. Price will have to create a new all-time high for the target, so I went ahead and measured it. We are looking at around a 10.8% gain from around this level right here, and that's going to almost exactly measure the same thing on the bearish side. The price level we're looking at is 288.5, and the start of the bullish entries is going to be around 260 or 255.75. For this square, I'm going to draw 260, and then on this one, I will have the other entry. That's going to be 255.75, and then of course up to 260 where we just drew. So this is exactly what I would be looking at on AMD, and let me do a quick little recap before we jump to SMCI. On AMD, we were looking at a 6 out of 10 on the earnings trade with a 237.5 put and a 267.5 call. Looking at the bearish zone, you would start around 242 for your short and target around 212.75. The untradeable is where price is currently resting at, anywhere from 242 to 255.75. And if you wanted to target some longs, you would start around 255.75, right around this structural high, and you would target around a 10.8% gain at 288.50. Now we're going to jump over to Super Micro. On Super Micro, they are also rated a 6 out of 10. On the earnings trade, I give them a 42.5 put with a 53 call. That will look like this, where price is currently at. Let me change this to purple to mark that it's the earnings trade before I go ahead with the price analysis. The levels we're looking at here are going to be a little cleaner than on AMD. To start, we're going to look around 50.25 for the untradeable top level. And for the bottom level, I have another zone because I wanted to capture all of this movement. And it's where price is currently on top of. And you can expand it all the way back here if you wanted to. These levels are going to be 47.25 up to 47.75. Did that a little backwards, but that's okay. Looking to the downside, if price breaks below here, this is exactly where I would start looking for shorts. And I would be targeting these lows around right here. Again, you can expand this level to match right there. And I just call this 40 flat. I'm going to do the same thing over here, 40 flat and 47.25. Untradeable, where price is currently at. I already have the levels drawn, I just need the square on here. To start looking at longs, we want to see price come back up here and break above these lows. That's going to be around 50.25, and we are targeting an equally measured move. Again, I believe this is around 15 or 16% gain, and I measured it from down here. And it also so happens just to work out that we're targeting highs up here and lows down here. The level we're looking at is 58.5. And there you guys go. I cleaned it all up a little bit, changed the colors, easier visuals. For our recap on Supermicro, they are rated a 6 out of 10 for the earnings trade with a 42.5 put and a 53 call. Untradeable is going to be where price is currently sitting, anywhere in between 47.25 and 50.25. Price currently has downside momentum. As you guys can see, a lot of my holdings are red today. But we want to see price break below this zone, anywhere in between 47.25 and 47.75, targeting a 15 to 16% drop all the way down here to 40 flat, which is going to match these lows and these lows. To the upside, if we can see price come back up to this level and then break above these lows, we would start targeting longs around 50.25 with a price target also 15 or 16% gain from this level, around 58.5 as the final target. That's going to be all for this video. I also uploaded Spotify and Hims earlier today. I still have to find the two companies that I'm going to be uploading tomorrow morning. I just wanted to make this really quickly before market closes to give you guys a chance to enter some new trades. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.